aren't you already outsourcing if it's not done in-house? If most auto transport brokers basically offer the same service, outsource it. What are the pros and cons of outsourcing your auto logistics support? We're going international today with Arail, plus a quick news bulletin with Danielle. So please join the live chat, say hello, share your thoughts, grow your network, and learn from the last bastion of truth in automotive on ATI Auto Business. What's up, ecosystem? Welcome back to Industry Logistics on ATI Auto Business, where some people learn more about the automotive industry. Hey, Sue.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm okay. How about you?
Pretty good. Still doing this podcast.
Yeah.
So irritating.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got Danielle in the wings, and we're gonna learn from. I think I got his name right. Arail. He's gonna tell us.
Okay.
Okay. I think he's in Pakistan. I think he's joining us. He's not in the waiting room yet.
Okay.
This was his idea.
So he works for brokers? Is that what
We're gonna find out.
Oh, okay.
But I think he does international broker support, logistics stuff. So we're gonna learn from him.
Okay.
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 Cool. All right. Why not outsource auto logistics? What is the main number one reason why a domestic brokerage would outsource auto logistics to an international third party?
Cheap.
It's gonna save you money.
Yeah.
What are the other benefits? What's interesting in my Google search, improved efficiency.
No insurance, that kind of stuff.
Uh-oh.
Whoops, did I say something wrong?
So that's him. He's going to join us. Yeah.
Okay.
So he knows. Listen, but where else is he going to join and talk, right?
Right.
Nobody else. There's no other channel. No. What, do you think he's going to be on Freight Waves? There, I said it. I don't care anymore. Why should I care? Hey, get to know your ecosystem or not. That never worked either. We're the neutral zone because we literally don't care anymore. We've been saying, how long have we been saying we don't care? Years.
Yes.
Years. That's why it's the only channel you can watch. Everything else, give it a like, but you can't watch it. I've tried. Danielle's going to be here. She's going to talk about MyCarrierPortal. That's going to be cool. We're going to do that real soon. So stick around. She's going to talk about combating strategic cargo theft. Obviously, this is a pretty popular topic. Lots of people are pushing this. But who's doing it?
Yeah.
People love that rubber meets the road stuff. Yeah, this one's rubber meets road. Maybe Danielle's talking. Actually, I think she is talking road. She said, "Look at this. They're gonna have like legit highway patrol talking." There you go. Yeah, put the cops on the screen, right? Put the cops on the screen. Okay, come this way. Yep. Put your hands behind your. Okay. Right, because you can't talk like that. Okay, it's Tuesday night's Automotive Ecosystem. It's the most dangerous show in automotive. We were going to do 50 ways to sue the dealer and ended up it was just one big long rant.
Oh.
But here's the cool thing. We talked about AI for the last third of the show.
Yeah.
Wow. I learned some stuff. Actually, I spent some time yesterday looking into different AI programs. And have you seen this trend? Everybody now, if you're cool and you're on LinkedIn, you made a plastic action figure of yourself.
Wow. Really?
So yeah, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. Industry Logistics is today. It's Thursday. It's sometimes. We're going to go live sometimes. 2 weeks ago was This was interesting.
Yes.
Of course, if you were at the
Proficient.
Finished Vehicle Logistics conference, I'm sure you were talking about this. This is big news right now in finished vehicle logistics. So we'll see. There'll be a number 8, I would think. A number 9, number 10. All right, show me the truck. You want to see something crazy?
Yeah.
Watch this. This is nuts. I didn't cue it up properly, but that's okay. Here we go. Okay, I need to mute the audio because YouTube's going to cut me off at the knees. All right, you don't need the audio. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Right now we don't know what's happening. All right, let's have some fun.
What?
What is going on with my screen? Okay. So, all right, so yeah, there we go. So here's the big reveal, and it's really not her.
And it's AI.
So here's the great part. As we continue to watch this, we don't even know what this guy really looks like.
Oh my God.
Actually, I don't know if we're ever going to know who.
Wow.
Like, right now he's doing like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Now he's got
One of them was
Musk?
Yeah.
Right? He was Musk
That's
for a second
crazy.
there. Crazy. Yeah. And then he'll touch his face to show you that, like, it's impossible. There's Elon again. It's impossible to know. See,
Who
I think
it
that's
is.
real. I think that's him, but I don't know.
That's
He
crazy.
touches his face, right? Because that's how good this AI is crazy. There's a lady in the background. Like, this is a guy just literally sitting in,
An office or something playing with.
like, overseas somewhere
Yeah.
doing AI. And remember, he started with,
That's insane.
yeah, totally crazy. That's all. So this is already in the past. It's not like this is the future.
So, but he had to put on the wig to make that look right, though, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, because he did, and that's what it is. But,
Okay.
that's just today. In the
Okay.
future, you
Right.
don't need a
Do the
wig.
hair, do everything.
Right.
Clothes,
Just
the
do it
whole
all.
thing. Yeah.
Just go live. That is some
Crazy.
serious craziness.
Yeah.
I wonder if Danielle wants to come on after that. Let's do it. Follow
Come
that,
on,
Danielle.
whoever you wanna be.
Here we go. Please do help us wish a warm welcome to Danielle Spinelli of MyCarrierPortal. And she is going to be talking about, they've got an upcoming webinar, and she's going to tell us when it is, why it is, and how it is. What's up, Danielle?
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm sorry I'm interrupting your webinar, or your
Great. No,
podcast.
your timing's perfect. We were
Yeah.
just watching some kind of weird AI fraud.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What are you telling us about?
Yeah, I'm so excited about this. So I'm having the California Highway Patrol, the Cargo Theft Task Force. There's only 4 of them that handle all of Southern Cal, which is wild because that's I think it's 75% of all the cargo theft happens there. But 4 guys that I met at a different conference, and they're basically telling their war stories. Like, it's almost like an episode of Cops. So they're jumping on and showing. I got some videos to queued up for them to talk over. They're saying like how they're catching these bad guys, what we can do in the industry to kind of help them. If we do have some sort of theft, like these are the steps that we should take and the information we need to collect. And then I'm also kind of I am having the TIA government affairs guy come on, and almost like as a regular American, like, what can I even do about this? It seems to be such a problem within our industry, and you watch the news and nobody's talking about it. So how do we get it where this is like mainstream news, and how do we get it where this is just as important as like a retail theft? Because retail theft over $1,000 is a felony crime, while cargo theft over $1 million is property theft. So it's like, and it can be a misdemeanor. It's such a wild difference. And so kind of just bringing some light onto it and showing, like I said, having like an episode of Cops for cargo theft.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got an idea, and it's not really my idea because you said pretty much most of it. We're seeing a lot of YouTube videos of like bandits caught in the act.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Do it, right?
Right.
It seems to be a social trend now that if you commit any crime, you're entertainment.
Right.
So
Exactly.
let's do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
I'm not involved, and me and Sue aren't in the truck,
Right.
but yeah, I say maybe see if you can get somebody with a camera and just go bust an auto broker live. Hey,
I know. It's
right?
well, what was funny is I just had them send me because they actually just I talked to them yesterday, kind of like in preparation for this webinar next week, and they're like, "Hey, we only got a minute because we're actually, hopping in on a raid on this warehouse that has all this stolen goods." I mean, we're talking like these huge warehouses from front to back of all stolen freight, all the way up to the ceiling. It's like
Wow.
wild what they
Okay,
have.
get a camera in there.
Well, I
That.
have it. I got the video. That's what we're showing. I
What?
mean, it's
Wow.
like it's
Okay,
insane.
so now go to we're live in the warehouse. That's
Right.
what it's called, live in the warehouse.
I know. I'm like, why don't we have cargo theft
But
cops edition? The cops cargo theft edition. You know what I mean? It's like
yes,
that. I would watch that all the time.
that's what I'm saying, and that's because you're right. Right now, we're stalled out in this. Well, anybody can say they're a fraud expert, and that's what's
Right.
happened.
Right.
It's literally now the next plastic marketing tool on LinkedIn.
Oh my gosh.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And being like a vetting software and like that, that's kind of like I'm like, I'm the OG of fraud, and everyone's taking my hashtag and running with it because it's such like a catchword.
Now you know how it feels to be the original auto transport podcast,
Right.
right? Now everybody's doing it. Hey, so
Not
it
everyone's
is.
as good as you, though. We all know
Well,
that.
see,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. And that's the end of our show. Thanks, everybody.
Right.
So and I was gonna say this is maybe after because I love that it's four guys you met at a conference. That's a
They're
sitcom.
Yeah, right.
So after you do the show and talk, maybe there's a future appearance. Maybe there's
Right.
something we can do, a
Yeah.
future show, if something comes out of it. And I really
Definitely.
do the live at the warehouse thing. All right, so when is this event?
Yes, it's next Thursday, so a week from today at this time, 1 p.m. Eastern. So next week, make sure you guys join. I'm sure you'll be having your podcast. So you need to delay it because you got to come to
I
mine.
actually am not doing a show next Thursday.
Yeah, it's because you already
So
knew.
we can tune in.
Yeah, right. You already knew. So
Will
there go.
will you email? Can
Yeah.
you email?
Yeah.
Dude, of course.
And I think I already
just have
signed
to
up
go.
for it. Yeah, let's see here. It is
You
is there a
have to go.
website for it, right?
I
Is there a
have
web link?
Yeah, I have a thing. Hold on, I'm gonna just throw it in this chat. I know this is like just
Yeah,
us, but
no, that's perfect.
throw
Throw
it
it
in
in
there.
the chat and then I'll copy it up.
Yep.
And because I'm pretty sure I signed up already.
Yeah,
And
and
then-
on my LinkedIn page and on which you need to share it too, so it's on your LinkedIn page. But my LinkedIn page, my company's MyCarrierPortal's LinkedIn page, we got it on there too. But I'll also email this to you. But yeah, here we are.
There it is.
I mean, I can even hold on. Let me.
I wonder if I can. I'm going to try to put it in the live chat. Okay, I did. I think that. I think I just shared this meeting's link. So now we're going to get random people.
Open here.
Good going. I'm just kidding. I
It's
remember
okay.
my first day.
It's ATI. Oh, ouch. Okay,
I'm
so I
kidding.
just shared. It's a Teams Microsoft link.
Yes.
And if you want to sign up for combating strategic cargo theft,
with the
and
girl, here we go.
there we go.
Yeah.
With Danielle Spinelli. And now will your four guys at a conference guests be on the show?
Yeah, I don't know about all
wow.
four. They have it all blocked off, and they're like, the only reason why we wouldn't all be there is if we have something going on. So that's why I
Might
only
be live
put
at the
their.
warehouse.
They may be raiding somebody. You never know. I mean, these guys are. What's nice is, I think everybody in the industry has had, some sort of theft happen. And if you're like me, whenever a theft happened, I'm calling like that local police department, like, hey, I have a theft. This is what happened. And they're like, well, where's the truck? And you're like, oh, he's in Texas, but the theft happened in California or in Georgia, wherever it is. And they're like, well, call Texas. That's where he is. I'm like, I can't be calling every precinct as they're driving. Like, I can't, that's not how things work. So I know for me, it was very frustrating with having, trying to get, somebody to care, and so whenever I met these guys, I'm like, what is
I was
it?
just
What's
gonna
going
say,
on?
because one of the solutions I've heard is if you're dealing with a fraud situation, call the FBI.
Right. And they
Like,
don't
oh, yeah,
care.
yeah, no problem. I'm sure they'll take my case.
Right. I'm sure like
Right?
7
You're
months
missing
later.
a what?
Yeah.
Did you
And
hear
it's
that?
worth how much?
Actually,
it's not over
right.
$1 million. I
Yeah.
don't
So,
care. You're
okay,
like,
so it's not a $30 billion Interpol fraud? Okay, yeah,
right.
no, we're good.
Yeah. Is there arms involved or drugs? Then we don't
Right.
care.
Right. You
For
probably
real.
there's somebody making stuff up just to get the FBI to pay attention.
I know.
Okay.
Do you want me to show you? Do you want me to show you a sneak peek real fast?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
see.
I'm gonna just show you my PowerPoint. Don't judge me on my PowerPoint now. I haven't gotten there yet.
I don't think I've
Okay.
ever judged anybody on their PowerPoint.
Okay, good, because it's not there yet. But
Okay.
this is a warehouse that they did. And sorry if you can hear this. I know it's loud, but all of this is stolen freight.
Wow.
Wow, dude.
Now watch this. I'll look at this.
Wow.
Wow. Like, so they somehow
my
took
God.
control of the truck? Are they taking control of the truck, or are they just emptying the truck somewhere?
There's so many different things. Like
Right,
here,
there's different scenarios. Oh
Yeah.
my God. So these
it's
are
wild.
like, these are businesses now.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
legit. Like, watch this. So this is the. Oh, let me get to the spot here. This is them jumping in the middle of the desert. They're opening up these cargo things and they're throwing
Ooh.
them on the side, and then they're having somebody drive up on the side grabbing it.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's like it is literally wild. So the stories, like whenever they're, I mean, like I actually met, like took them to the bar. I'm like, let's have some drinks. Tell me all the war stories. I mean, we sat up forever talking and them sharing these stories. So I'm like, we got to do this. So yeah, this is
Yeah.
this is what we're going over. I'm pretty excited about it. So you guys all gotta join in.
Oh,
Wow,
Texas.
sneak peek. That
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're the only one that I'm giving a sneak peek to, by the way. It's just because I love you, Jay.
Well, we do that here on ATI.
I love it. Yeah,
That
so
was
make sure
awesome.
thanks for having me on here.
Hey,
and,
thanks so
promoting
much. That
it.
was great, Danielle.
Yeah. Well, I'll hop
keep
you
in-
guys, but keep on keeping on.
Keep in touch. We'll see you in a
will.
week. All
All
right.
right, bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right, man. Wow. Wow.
That's cool.
That is really amazing.
So are you putting the link on there so that we can go?
So yeah, good question. Okay, do you see like the chat?
Let me see.
There's a meeting chat for this Zoom meeting.
See, I tried to, and it wasn't showing anything earlier, so I just shut it down.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send it to you,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put it in the live chat.
Yeah, mine's just spinning.
So it's
and
this
craving.
event me, and here's what's so
Okay.
funny.
Got
Because there's become such an avoidance of this crazy show that like 5 people saw that.
it. They'll watch
So
it later, and they're gonna
Most
miss
people
this.
watch on demand. They do.
Yeah.
And we still have a friend at that big company. One friend. We still
Oh,
have
really?
one. There's one person still willing to duck their head up and be visible as an ATI fan. One. I can't
Wow.
believe it's not 0. That's amazing. We're going to be talking about that in a second. All right, Arail, hang on. We're going to get to you. That was a great segment. Hey, did you get the memo? All right. A lot of OEMs are holding their vehicles at ports. I know that's a snooze, but if you work in logistics, that is no snooze.
No.
This is a problem.
Yeah.
They are leaving them at the ports instead of paying the tariffs. Guess what? Ports be full. It's a new album. Anyways, ports be full.
Cool. I'm registered.
Plus, there's
Okay.
widespread layoffs, EV madness, tariff craziness, overall market fluctuations. No big deal. You're all a bunch of peasants. Did you see this?
No.
I can't believe he's calling us peasants. That's so hilarious. China, Xi Jinping is calling us peasants. Now, I'm sure in other countries that's really offensive. Here, we don't know what you're talking about. Peasants. Okay. Good one, man. Ouch. Sick burn. All right, roll the video. We got another video?
Really?
What is this video? Yeah. That's true. Where did I put that video? Maybe it's in here. It's about this. I think I misplaced a video. I rarely do that. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Okay, this one we want to hear this guy talking. Listen.
Joke. Got stopped at the weigh station in Arkansas.
I can't hear it.
And was handed a piece of paper. And it says, couldn't believe it. Going through Arkansas. I thought it was a joke. Got stopped at the weigh station in Arkansas. And was handed a piece of paper. And it says, can you read and write English? I said, yes, sir, I sure can. He goes, can you read this? So I read it to myself, and I was like, okay. I started handing it back. He goes, no, read it out loud for me. So I read it out loud for him, and, it was short and sweet, no problem. He goes, now, can you write this for me on this paper? And I did, and there was a whole bunch of people that had already written on it. And I was actually witnessing people in handcuffs that had been pulled in, and I was like, what's going on? He goes, oh, we've come across now that if you cannot read or write in English, that it's a $5,000 fine, and if you have a company in Arkansas that employs people that can't read or write in English, it's a $10,000 fine paid on the spot. If you cannot pay it, you're automatically arrested and lose your license. What a shocker.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Well,
Is that for real?
so I've been seeing this headline. They're going to enforce English proficiency regulations.
Okay.
And the Arkansas governor did sign the bill. And now they're fining truckers. What's interesting is in the article, it doesn't say anything about handcuffs. But that doesn't surprise me either. Because I am the biggest fan of law enforcement methods. So, anyways, yeah.
So, okay, and that says 500 or 1,000, and he said
Yeah.
$5,000.
Well, but he also said handcuffs and,
Right.
we don't know.
Wow.
And, listen, rootin' tootin' enforcement is going to do what they need to do, zip
Whether
ties
it's-
and,
Right.
hang you upside down and
Right.
red balls in the mouth, all that stuff. The question is, do
The image. Anyways, go on.
right, exactly. Just learned something.
Yeah.
I always say the pendulum swings. What's funny, on the one hand, we just smash rates down
Right.
to where who do we expect is going to do the trucking?
Right. Right.
Ain't
It
going to
would
be
be them.
English speakers, yeah.
Yes.
But now we're going to zip tie them at the weigh station. I mean, the whole thing is just, trucking is insane.
And it's only is it just in Arkansas? Oh, my God.
That's a great question. And I went in, here's a favor. As you approach the DOT, get the podcast. I don't know.
Easily and quickly.
I just, it's awesome. There is a podcast. Learn English. That's awesome.
You probably get on ChatGPT
Look, she's
and
got
say,
huge
English.
views. Oh man, we should have done this podcast.
I'm telling you, ChatGPT, just ChatGPT as you're driving.
Right, ChatGPT as you drive.
How do I say hello, officer? Jeez,
That is awesome.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Hey, here's another good one.
Whoa.
There were these two doctors. Two doctors
Oh,
walk
my.
into a bar.
Wow.
They're not doctors. 15,000 CDLs later. Yeah.
Wow.
Two doctors.
In Houston? Is that what it says?
Chiropractors.
Oh, chiropractors.
That makes
Wow.
total sense.
Wow.
They now have a podcast.
You're crazy.
Okay,
Anyways.
fake news. Let's do some fake news. I love. Ominous. All right. Okay. I know. It is bad form to call out other media. But this headline, I almost spat my coffee out. This is stupid.
Rates jump.
Sue, did auto transport rates jump?
No.
God, no.
No.
That is irresponsible journalism. I am just saying it. I know it's not cool to say anything negative in automotive. Oh, God. But that's not cool. And I'm going to prove why it's not cool. See, what they did was, there was this report lately, and I'm not promoting that either. But there was some interesting information in said report. I found this either in that report or another report that I found that I thought was not correct.
So, okay, just a thought.
What is this?
Just a thought.
Yes.
It is, well, it's at the end of snowbird season. So were these rates over this period of time where they would have gone up?
Thank you. Without any context. See, that's the thing. No context.
Right. They're not saying it's because it was snowbird season. Or
you could say people are 1,000 times healthier than they were before.
Right.
And what we didn't add was they had COVID.
Right. Right.
And that's what automotive loves to do, is just leave out all the context. It's crazy. It's stupid. Here's your context. Carriers pushed out of business. I didn't make this. I reported this Tuesday night. This is how auto transport rates jump. By carriers going out of business.
Yeah.
And I love that bankruptcies isn't even, that's how bankrupt we really are, is we can't even spell bankruptcies. But, who cares? I don't care. I'm not judging. I'm enjoying. It's wonderful. I love it. This is real news. $200,000 Ferrari stolen. Guess how it happened? You know how it happened. Central Dispatch is listed in here. They got a broker listed, imposter carrier, Central Dispatch, and blah, 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 blah. We've heard this story for years. This is why when Danielle talks about live at the warehouse, it's not real. And I've already seen marketing. There's already podcasts, there are parades and stuffed animals, all talking about how everybody's number one in fraud. What a bunch of BS. Let's just give that an applause. Screw it. Who cares? As long as we say it, it must be true. Yeah. Talks about dealers. But it's, again, did the broker, here's the problem. Here's the rope-a-dope. The broker used that platform to hire a carrier. So who's in charge of making sure there aren't a bunch of fake carriers up there or fake brokers?
So I have a question in this.
Yeah.
It says something about that they got to push a button and just take the load. Is that what I'm reading?
Where did you read that on? Which page did you read
this
that
one
on?
right here. Self-manage, yes. Self-manage their vehicle transportation and selected. So that's what that lets carriers and shippers self-manage their vehicle transportation. So how do you take that? I'm taking it as like someone got to just push a button and take the car.
Well, you know what's great? I love what you just read, because a lawyer is going to go, well, they self-managed it.
Yeah.
We didn't do it. They self-managed
it.
Is that why it's in quotes?
Yeah, that's a good question.
But you know what? Let's do argument's sake. Let's say we're all buddies and we're going to go get oysters after this. Well, don't you self-manage? When you use that product, aren't you self-managing?
True. Yeah. I mean, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, man. Let's go eat oysters. Call it a day.
Well, what I'm just curious is if you're trying to say, like, okay, so for example, the other load board that lets you get a load immediately and you self-dispatch it and it's there. You know what I'm saying? Are they trying to imply that?
Well, I've played devil's advocate multiple times.
Yeah.
I'm still playing it. And the thing is that, listen, just because you built the technology, are you in charge of policing everybody that uses your technology?
Well, they say no.
Right, and I don't know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
But I do know this, is that let's go to that. You're getting gouged through the eyeballs to pay for this product.
Yeah.
God, how hands off is it?
Yeah.
If you're raking in at least $1 million, I don't even know what the number is going to be now.
It's a lot.
So do you think you can help us out and put a few police officers inside your tech, or what? Can you do more than just talk about it in some kind of marketing language? Sue, what happened today?
Well, so still I'm not allowed to get into my account to dispatch cars, to list cars. Something's going on. They don't know what. I do have a contact there at Central Dispatch who I texted immediately because we have been having issues with glitches. I don't know if anybody else has been dealing with it. I've been sending videos where the content just keeps refreshing over and over again. It takes 15, 20 times. Finally, the page settles down before you can assign a load. And then today we came in and we can't access anything. It came up on my screen. It said something about you need to sign up for something new. I clicked the button and then it says I don't have access. You're not allowed to do any of this. I can't see my assigned loads that are actually even assigned to anybody. I can't put new loads on. I can't take loads off. I can't update payments. I can't do anything. And we finally called into Central Dispatch and they said they didn't understand why it was either. She was going to have to make a ticket. It could be 30 minutes to 4 hours. And I think we're over an hour, maybe 2 hours now. And as far as I can tell, it's not changed any, but it's, what time is it? It's like 12:30 and I haven't been able to.
I was just saying, we're going to have to charge you for that too, probably. Yeah. There's probably a fee.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been able to give out a load. I've had people in line wanting the loads I already had on there, but I can't.
Right, you're trying to run a business. You're not able to do that right now.
No,
Well, we should raise the rate.
Yeah. They did do that.
It's unbelievable. I mean, and so you're not alone.
Right.
All across the country, maybe the world, I don't know. There are people going through this right now.
Well, that's what I would love to know is if there's any brokers watching, I would love to know if any other broker is having this problem. I don't think it's a transporter thing. We're able to get into our transporter accounts, but we're not able to do the brokerage part of it.
We can't be too harsh because we could be in the wrong. I'm sure we're in the wrong. We've definitely got to be. Sue, you and I are in the wrong here. We got to be.
Always.
Come on, John. Whoops. All right, so Arail is waiting, and let's bring him in. That way we stay out of legal trouble.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Please do help us wish a very warm welcome to, Arail Irfan, CEO of Goat Technologies, is joining now, allegedly. Okay, he's getting everything set, and that's exciting. Go to the live chat. Got some links there. Don't join that Zoom meeting. What is that? The events Teams Microsoft thing link is combating strategic cargo theft with Danielle Spinelli. That's in a week. You want to click on that. You want to join. And, here we go. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Now we see you. Now here I'm going to say this. Yes,
sir.
All right, perfect. If you're having any internet difficulties, we're good. So do this. Turn off your video to see if that helps the audio fidelity of the stream.
Yes.
Just try that. Yeah, perfect. All right, can you hear us okay?
I hear you. Okay.
All right. It's a little better. Right. We can hear you, but it's breaking up.
Yeah.
So try this. Leave the meeting and come back in with audio only. Try that. And if that doesn't work, call in by phone. Try that. We'll see what happens. The internet does get that way. If you don't know, if you're talking to somebody, you're trying to do a Zoom meeting or Teams or whatever, and you're having internet it's bottlenecking, the bits are crashing, tell them to shut down their video so that now the audio stream is what's using up the bandwidth rather than video. All right, we'll try it again. Stinking internet. Arail, can you see us and hear us okay? We'll see what happens. It's an experiment. We're trying it. If you're in the live chat, do us a favor. Are you a carrier or a broker having trouble with your account today? Sue is having a heck of a time with hers.
Yeah.
Why again? What's the main issue you're having with your account?
I cannot access anything. I mean, I can search for loads.
As a broker.
Even on the broker end, I can search for loads, but I can even do the like quote part of it. You can get onto that, but we cannot look at our assigned loads that we have assigned out. We cannot look.
Do you want to show it?
Yeah, I can show it.
Yeah, all right. May as well, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Proof is in the pudding. You should be able to share your screen. Meanwhile, Arail will try to connect. So we're in a transition.
Let me get on the right page here.
Spinning Plates Live on Industry Logistics. My name is Jay. If you're just joining now, what we're doing is we're about halfway through the show. And we have a special guest that's trying to connect. Meanwhile, Sue is having trouble with her account. And I think she's going to show us.
Okay, so it's showing my listings.
So you're not having trouble?
No, I am. No, I'm just looking at these. Might be. I don't even know if these are my listings. This looks like a. Hang on.
They're going to throw the switch live.
Okay, so there's the search page. Okay. We're going to go to manage my listings. Okay, it does have my listings on there.
Okay.
I'm going to try to go to assign loads. You're going to see it's.
Whoa.
And that flipping thing. That's been going on for the last month or so, but it goes like 15, 20 times. Now it's not doing anything. You can see I can't go in anything.
You just didn't. Wow, no way. So you went flippity. Oh, you're back. Arail.
Can you hear me?
It's still breaking up, but we can hear you. So please say hello. And Sue, so we're in limbo. You didn't do anything. You tried to.
I'll just go. I cannot do assigned loads. I can't access it, and I can't create.
Yes, I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, wow.
That's what comes up when I try to create a listing.
The visual matches the audio. I think we're in a time warp.
Yeah. And this is what it keeps telling me. But it says my account is current, everything else. So they don't know, I don't know. Now this is where we can still do a price check at. This is how we're doing quotes, but it doesn't do me any good if I can't list the cars. I've got 10 cars I need to list that I've needed to list since this morning. Plus I had several that wanted the ones that we have on there to dispatch.
You can't dispatch?
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Does that cost extra?
Yeah, apparently maybe I didn't pay enough this month. I don't know.
You'll never see anywhere in the automotive industry any information about what's happening right now with the product. There are podcasts and videos and marketing and everything's great. Printing money.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Nothing. So.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Nobody cares.
Well, and I'm freaking out because I've got a couple loads that really got to get moved, and I can't even do anything with it.
Now, here's how it'll matter. See, for brokers and dispatchers, whatever. But if a dealer gets upset, see, now things get changed because dealers are upset. We need to find a dealer that's having this problem. You know, there's a dealer right now somewhere having this problem.
Well, I can't imagine I'm the only one, but I mean, it's a possibility.
Are you able to not get through? Can you call? Can you text?
We called, talked to somebody. They said they couldn't get into our account either. They didn't know why. They were putting up a ticket. And like
so
I said,
they're aware.
Yeah, they're aware. And I just got a text from my guy from Central 2, and he said he's gonna have somebody call me. I said, you have to wait.
Okay.
I'm on the show. So
Did they say what show?
he knows. He knows.
Come on, man. But we're not going to watch. Nobody tunes in, okay? There's somebody standing in a hallway right now going, nobody watches that show, right? You don't watch that show. You don't watch that show? Watch that show. Okay. All right, where's the guest? Is he here?
I don't think it's working. I think it's... Did you ever even really get where he's from? Is he really from Pakistan? That may be what the problem is. I don't know.
I think he's in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Well, I had shared, let's see here. Let's go all the way to the back. Way before the fake news and the peasants. This is, he's in Pakistan.
Okay. Gotcha.
And we really want to talk to him.
Yeah, I really want to know how he does what he does. I think it's...
Now...
yes, can you hear me now, guys?
Yes, we hear you. All right.
Perfect.
Yes, I just changed the connection. I'm sorry about the connection.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so why don't you do this? Please say hello and tell us a little bit more about you.
Okay. So, hello guys, and my name is Arail Irfan, and I'm from Pakistan. And I'm an auto brokerage expert from last 5 years. Like I'm helping companies to do work remotely, because in Pakistan, like in my country, people can do this work on a very cheap rate. Like on an average, if you know about the salaries of that auto brokerage, the auto brokerage agents or employees, that are really high if you compare with the US market. In my country, people can do the same job remotely on a very low rate.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just like the reason for this call, for this meeting, is I just need to tell the companies that my company Got Technologies provide that services of sales and customer support as well. We provide both services. We can help you guys to grow your business and save your employment cost. By working with us, you can save your cost of employment. That will be really beneficial for you guys.
So, all right, well, here's the good news. Sue and I are pretty open-minded.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to learn. We know a lot about this business, so we want to learn what are the types of things, what are the types of services that you are providing, daily. Are you dispatching, working with calls? Tell us more.
Okay. We are doing everything. Like we provide customer management, like the driver's management, and the sales, customer services. Like we will provide all the services for shipping the vehicle. Like let me tell you how my company works. Like how we are working for some companies. If you know about AG car shipping, if you search about that company is handled by me. And there is one more company with all day auto transportation. We are managing that company as well. So my job is that they provide me leads. They provide me, a setup to manage the team. My team will manage all duties of shipping the vehicle. Like we will in touch with customers, drivers, and directly with central dispatch as well. And the best part is that my team have the personal dealership contacts as well. Like we are providing our personal shipments to the company that give us the outsource. We provide them our personal dealership services, because we providing the services to the dealerships on a flat broker fee of $50 on every single shipment. For this cause, like every dealerships contact me and ask me for the shipment, and we are shipping regular vehicles.
Right, I'm with you. Okay, so let's say if you're working for a dealer, let's go to dealers since you were just a dealer, because we know that different types of customers require different ways of handling, whether
Mm-hmm.
it's POV or a dealer or maybe there's an
Mm-hmm.
auction.
Exactly.
Um, okay, so
We manage we
yeah,
manage everything. Like
right,
we
you
manage
do, yeah.
yes, we do manage customers, we do manage dealerships, we do manage auctions. We do salvage vehicles as well,
I was gonna say
we can
salvage, yeah.
Yep, we do everything. We are providing all the services for the transportation. Like we are fully motivated with the automotive business. You know, we know everything about this industry. I'm in this industry from last 5 years, and I know how to manage the customers, like the frustrating customers as well. Any type of customers, the
Most
dealership.
customers.
Yep. So we can manage everything.
Sorry.
Everything by our end.
Well, that's the thing is that so all right. So let's go back to POV then. Let, does your phone ring if the person fills out a quote?
Mm-hmm.
Your phone might ring and you're on the phone with them, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And so you have to help them understand the process of shipping their car,
Mm-hmm.
working
Yes,
around their hair
definitely.
point. Yeah, right. The
L-
whole
le-
thing. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you the whole process. We are using Bats, like the CRM for managing customer. Bats
Bats.
is
Yeah.
yep.
Yep.
And we do use Pro ABD as well for
Ah.
managing customers. Uh,
Right.
these tools are help us to manage the customers. So we purchase the leads from the different lead providing companies. First of
Purchase
all, we
leads.
purchase yes.
Yep.
First of all, we purchase leads. After getting the leads, in the leads we just have like the customer name, number, and pickup and drop off location and the vehicle information. That's it. So we call the customer first. We send him code for the shipping for shipping his vehicle from, let's suppose, like Sue is a customer and she wanted to ship her vehicle from California to Texas. So we give her the quotation for the vehicle, for any vehicle, like let's suppose Corolla 2010. Give her a quotation for this vehicle, and after getting the quotation, she will just check that quotation, check the company website and everything. If she will be interested, she will be get back to me and tell me the what is the process. Then I tell her every process, like simply my driver will be come at the location and he will be pick up the vehicle and drop to the destination. How I am doing this business, like we simply get that customer done. Like once the customer will be agreed to wanted to ship the vehicle, we simply post that the route to the central dispatch
To
to
central
getting the
dispatch. Yeah.
drivers. Yes, to
Right.
central dispatch or super dispatch for getting drivers. you know we simply
Yep.
post that load on central dispatch or super dispatch. Drivers gonna be contact me directly, like they will be start contacting me. They said that, let's
To book
suppose,
the load.
book the load. Exactly.
Exactly.
Like different type of drivers come to me. Some drivers come in 1,800 or 900. It depends on the route and miles. Okay, so the drivers will be come to me, and let's suppose they give me the price, like we can ship your vehicle in $800, and we have like before that we committed the whole shipment process with the customer in $1,000. So for per customer we charge 200 or $100 for the broker fee. Our broker fee. Customer pays the broker fee. We work as a broker. We provide them shipments. Everything will be managed by my team, and we provide the dispatching services as well.
So, and here I'm going to jump in. See, here's the thing, and this is why I believe Arail. Is it Arail?
Yep, it's Arail.
Arel. Arel.
Yep.
Arel. Okay. Thank you. I believe Arel is part of the ecosystem because if Arel can provide literally the same service that he just described, as opposed to a company that spends 10 to 20 times more going to conferences, adding floors to their building,
Mm-hmm.
giving their VPs and execs another $100,000 a year so they can buy another yacht.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why not go with a rel instead of mega money broker guy?
Exactly. Exactly. That's my point. In the market, people are charging the broker fee of $500, $1,000, just a broker fee. Like a lot of people are doing the scam of this business as well. Like some of people just get that broker fee and never contact the customer back. This just because of this situation, like customers are really frustrated. Like it is affecting the transportation services business because people are doing the scam as well. But my company provides the services in a really low budget, and the best part is that I have a question for you, Jay.
Yeah.
uh, do you know like what is the average salary of a broker in US?
See, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know.
They are
This is
charging.
yeah. You do know?
Yeah, I know the bit. Like they're charging a really high amount, more than
So a
and they work.
salary. Okay, let's. I want to do this. The average salary.
Mhm.
A salary range of a typical broker. So you mean like a VP or a manager or
Yep.
like because we see on LinkedIn, we see these plastic people,
Yep.
and
Exactly.
they've been working somewhere for years,
Yeah.
and you never know how they really feel about the world because it's always this super happy, which means they're under a lot of pressure.
Exactly.
I'm assuming that person makes like 60 grand a year.
Hmm.
Am I close?
Yes, you are close because like people are charging 75,000 to $80,000 per year
There we go.
for
So
this
if,
service.
okay, so this is good. So if you've got a broker in house making 80K a year,
Yep.
and you've got all right, so how many brokers typically work at a mega brokerage? 10 to 20?
More than 20. If we let's
Oh,
suppose if we
God.
talk about if we talk about Montvey, there's a lot of
Let's do
brokers
it.
are working. Yep. A lot
30,
of brokers
40?
are working. Yeah, 30 to 40 brokers in the Montvey or
Okay.
other companies
And they're
Great.
making that kind
because
of
they
money.
need to manage
That's
a
what
lot
they're
of things.
being paid.
Yep. Yep.
Right, we're doing the math here because
That's
I don't
crazy.
care anymore. 35 times 80. Okay, so that's oh shit. So $80,000 times 35. That's 2.8 million just in broker salaries a year.
It can be more. It can be more as
Right?
well.
Let's call it 3. And that thing
Yes.
is, if you add how much they're paying for the building and all the free T-shirts and mugs and conference crap, you're at 10 million a year.
Yep.
How are you going to cover that cost?
Exactly. Like people are covering this cost by
With
charging
customers. The
Exactly.
customer has to cover your 10 million a year.
Yep.
I am charging too little. That's
Ah.
insane.
Well,
That's insane.
this is the game. The only way to cover 10 million a year, that's minimum.
$500 a
Because
car.
we didn't even add in all the travel to,
Right.
these 80K a year brokers, they're flying all over the place to go meet with customers to show that their stuff is better. You got hotel,
Yes.
flights, food, entertainment. I mean, it's 20 million.
Yeah.
So to cover a 20 million nut,
Like
Oh.
people can.
Go ahead.
the
Yes, go ahead,
customer
please.
has to pay for that.
Yes, exactly. Customers are paying.
Or your
Like
partners, or right.
No.
Well,
the
how
customers-
are they
customers are
convincing people into paying this much in a broker fee is what I want to know.
Like this is
They don't know, do they? They don't know. They
exactly.
don't know.
They don't know how this industry works. Customers don't know how this industry works. How
Right.
the brokers are doing this.
Right.
And the
but
brokers
here's
are really
the
sharp.
thing.
Yep.
Here's the thing. Like when I give a quote, I get a $50 or $100 broker fee. That's all I get. Okay.
Yes.
So, and I'm not your average broker because I know there's brokers that take more than that, but that's beside the point. My thing is if I gave someone a quote that was that high, and okay, so say you quote somebody 1,000 and you're taking 500, you and I both know that car isn't going to move for 500. So how are they taking that big of a broker fee?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? To be able to still
I
move
got
that
it.
car.
I got
I
your question. That's really good question. Let me tell you.
This is a good question. Yeah.
So, what the broker are doing, like they just low bid and get the customer attraction.
Exactly.
First, yeah. first they just lob it. Like let's suppose if you just bid for 500, it's really
Right.
low. Like the customer will be agree and he will just start booking the slot, and the brokers get $100 like for booking the slot upfront. $100 upfront
Right.
for booking the slot. And
Right.
they told the customer like your rest of the
Then
payment will be
then they call them
$400.
and say, "Oh God, wait a minute,
I can't move the car. I need to raise the
I
price.
can't get a move.
Right.
You got to come up."
That happens all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, in that situation, customer said that I can't move, it's too high and all that. In that situation, like customer, like first of all, broker low bid and get $100 deposit. After, like let's suppose customer want to ship the vehicle tomorrow, and they are booking the slot today. They tell them we need to find a new driver, or like the prices are high, something else. They charge the higher amount after getting the deposit, after getting that upfront. That's they change that code. Like they book for 500, but after booking the slot, once the time of the dispatching, they increase the prices. And the bad point for the customer is that like customer in that situation that were stuck in that problem, they already paid the deposit. In that situation, customers agreed and start moving with the higher prices.
Right.
But I'm gonna
and that's
jump in
happened.
here.
I get that call from a lot of people with different brokers on a regular basis. That is a total scenario right there.
You're not going to cover this $25 million nut on POV customers. And this is why.
No, yeah.
You
Right.
make large volume deals with auctions that overcharge in other ways. And they can get you the 500 per.
Really? You think so?
Now, I don't have any, I can't prove it. But
they're
I
usually
know
the tightest ones out there.
Auctions gouge the eyes out of dealers. And dealers will tell you, in dark alleyways, because they still want to be able to buy at that auction.
Right.
But, yeah. And so that's how you get those large transport broker fees, is from companies that gouge out the eyes of other businesses.
And there is one more situation. Like if the customer have an RV, like an heavy equipment or heavy vehicle, and it is inoperable. In that situation, broker are like making more than $1,000 or $2,000 broker fee for per shipment.
Right.
Wow.
Good call. Yep.
Because the customer are very in stress. Like they want you to ship vehicle as soon as possible. And for the heavy equipments, we most of the time we only get 1 or 2 driver for this vehicle. So driver are in an attitude and they ask for more money. And with this situation, broker also charging more money from the customer. They are taking the advantage for both sides.
So I want to ask, and if you look at recent acquisitions, there's a mega broker that recently acquired an auto transport group that specialized in luxury, exotic vehicles, and heavy equipment. So if you look at these other niches that have much higher margins, this is real.
Well,
this is
do they also
a lot of.
Do they also get to keep their deposit if they don't move the car and the customer says, "Okay, I'm done. I'm not. You can't move it."
Yes, they keep their deposit.
Oh yeah,
they do. Okay,
you don't get that back.
They're getting that money too.
Exactly. Most of the time, like they get the deposit and they will never send the back to the customer. But if you have really good customer rating and good company, then we need to as a broker, it's our job. We need to give them the refund back to their account because it's fair enough. Because we are not providing the services in that situation, we have to pay them refund back. Because if we are doing a business for we have planned for a long-term business, in that situation we have to make a relationship with the customers, because I'm getting the regular customers, because we are not playing games with the customer. The brokers playing games with the customer, they just charge the one-time fee of broker fee, like the big broker fees, and they never contact the customer, and the customer will be get scammed.
So I was gonna say, that's the thing, is to keep your cost advantage, your customer service has to be great,
Yep.
Exactly.
You got to make sure your technology and connections are great, right? You know
Great.
that too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, so how does a dealer in the United States, how does a dealer in the United States work with you and feel like you're in house? How do you make
Okay.
that happen?
Okay. In that situation, like I start calling the dealerships daily. Like I'm doing the calling, and I'm calling the dealerships, like the small dealerships and the big
Yeah.
as well. I'm calling them, and they are looking for the services. They come like what they are doing. Some of dealerships just come as an customer to in front of the brokers. Then broker deal them like a customer. If they don't know they are the dealers, they deal like a customer and they charge a really high amount. I'm just pitching the dealerships that I can do the same services in just on a flat broker fee of $50 on every single shipment. In
Mhm.
that situation, like doesn't matter the route, like if the miles are 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000, doesn't matter. We will only charge $50 on every single shipment because I'm like very clever in a sense because I'm working on the numbers. Dealerships give
Well,
me the
Yeah.
regular
The more.
shipments.
dealers are price sensitive.
Right. I agree.
Exactly.
You are right about that. And
E-
I will say this, Arail, talking to you, I like talking to you. You're not hard to understand. You seem to
Mm.
get it, right? And I don't
Yeah.
feel like you're bullshitting me because I hate
Yes.
that too, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Do you have a hard time convincing dealerships to go with you?
Uh, Most of the time like dealerships agreed on me, but depends on the the volume of the shipments. If
Uh-huh.
like most of the dealerships agreed, we will be gonna start working with you, we will give you the shipment for the next week. But
Hmm.
before coming the next week, lot of other brokers and companies reach them and they give that shipment to them sometimes. But if we have a really good team and they are continuously calling dealerships, they can make a big amount of company. Like, one of my friends, one of my friend is doing the same job and
Hmm.
he is making $120,000 per year.
Wow.
Oh my god.
How? Just
Wow.
working with dealerships. He is
Well, that's
not
actually a great idea because
exactly.
dealers have volume
Dealers
Exactly.
have
and
volume.
they're not fucking
But
around.
but see,
Exactly.
here's my thing with dealers is what I've always run into. They always have one person there that takes
Hmm.
care of it. They don't want to sub it out.
Hmm.
Even if you charged them $25 a car,
Hmm.
most of them will say, "No, I'm not
They're
doing it."
very stubborn.
Yeah.
Dealers are stubborn.
Yeah.
In that situation, what I'm going to do, I give them first shipment on totally free, just to
Mhm.
show my services, just to provide
Gotcha.
them like how my
Yep.
company is doing
Good
this.
idea.
And
Smart.
after getting their attraction, they start giving me a regular shipments
So do
because
you do billings in that situation then on the dealership, or do you still do a COD where the driver shows up and gets the
well,
money?
we do COD first of all. Like
Mhm.
for the first shipment, we do COD, and
Mhm.
after getting the second order, second shipment, we get our first $50 broker fee. Then we
Mhm.
provide shipments. You know, like the companies need to we are purchasing the subscription of central dispatch, so we just need to post the order. So if the businessman is a really clever or smart, so he just need to like post the shipment, like post it the route and provide the
Mhm.
services to the dealership. Because I have like my dealers and they are providing me regular shipments. Like let's suppose I got $50 per day, and if we multiply for 5 days, I'm making like $250 from one dealership every week. And if we have, you know, 10 or 20 dealerships, you can multiply the like price,
Oh yeah.
like how much I'm gonna be like earn from
So
only with the dealerships.
so I'm wanting to know though, do you end up paying the transporter in the end where you have to 1099 them and everything?
Uh, we are not paying the payment to the transporters. We
Okay.
just simply dispatch the order to the drivers from
Right.
the central dispatch.
So
Driver
everything's
gonna be like
COD.
receive the payment on COD, cash on
Okay.
delivery, at the
Right.
Okay.
delivery
Paying.
point.
Right.
Okay.
Like
Good question because it's the payment part that's
Yeah.
one of the trickier parts of
Well,
this.
and when you deal with dealerships, like it's usually a month out because I've got an invoice out for over $7,000 for one of them right now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
Some
But
of the
most
dealerships
dealerships won't do COD. So
Right.
yeah.
that's the other problem.
Some of the dealerships do COD. Some of the dealerships give me upfront. It depending on your communication skills, like how you can attract your dealers. You know,
Yeah.
once they will be attracted, once they get the trust on you, on your company, they will never think about money. They will give you money in advance as well. I have some dealers. They give me, $200 in advance for the week shipment, and I'm doing the same job for them. You know,
Mhm.
the main thing is that just to grab the attraction of the dealers, just to make the trust with them. And the
Mhm.
best part, as you guys are in US, I'm in Pakistan, I cannot do this. You are in US, you can just make pamphlets. You just need to go and
Right.
provide pamphlets to the dealerships. They can increase the volume of your shipments.
Mm.
And we do Google ads as well.
Right.
Okay.
Instead of purchasing leads. Leads are really expensive. It's an expensive part
Right.
of the business. you
Yep.
know yes.
What's your
we
turnover rate on leads?
Conversion.
Yeah,
Conversion.
sorry. Conversion, sorry.
Most of the
It's all good.
time, like, if you purchase the average lead of, like, let's suppose for $1 or $2, on that lead there's a conversion rate of 3 to 4%.
3 or 4%? Is that what he's
Yep.
saying? Okay.
Yep.
Right. That sounds right. Man, and that'll scare the daylights out of, 3 to 4%, but this is marketing. I mean, marketing is
Exactly. And if like there's like a
hard.
category in leads. There's a category in leads. There is some premium leads. There is, and the $10 lead have conversion rate of 20%, 90% of conversion rate in like exclusive leads. You know,
So,
what I
yeah. Go
let
ahead.
me give you a short business proposal. I have make a proposal. I have make a sheet, like, without doing anything. Like, let's suppose, Jay, if you open your company, like, as Sue has her company, if she give me, or like, the services, the outsourcing of her company, I will manage everything from my side. She just need to purchase the leads of $2,000 per month. I can generate the revenue of $7,500 per month, just for the startup.
Right. So you're saying a 2K investment gets you a 7K revenue.
Yes, and the total cost on this will be, like, including office expense, like the salaries, because in Pakistan people can do work in on a very low rate, even in just $500 per month. They can do job, just
And
$500.
I'm going to
So,
add, I'll just say this. On Fiverr, I had an editor that I used several times, and I think he was in Pakistan. He
yeah,
did a
Yes,
great job.
I
yes.
just got burned by one on Fiverr,
Well,
so
that's
I
the
have no
thing,
comment
yeah.
on that. But
Right. Oh,
um,
well,
but I've had good times and I've had bad. Let's just put it that
yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
But
depends.
so,
Like,
what is
every
your percentage of that then? Like, if you're going to turn 2,000 into 7,500, how much is that of yours?
we can discuss about it. Like, what will be the, like, fair enough? I'm not, greedy person. What will be the fair enough? You can just give me, because
But good answer. Arail, that's a good answer.
yep,
Right? How much
because
money do you have in your wallet? Good answer.
exactly.
So
Nice.
good answer. I mean, that was really good. And
Yep.
here's what I like too, because Arail, we're almost going to let you go here in a minute. Is that uh, getting to know you through this show? My hope was that we'd
Hmm.
get to know you like we did, and
Yep.
that's really good. Good on you to reach out and do this.
Yeah.
I want to say this. I know you have I just want to add this. I know you have a business prospect,
Yep.
and that's cool. I'm not your audience for that, and I don't
I know.
know if Sue is.
It's an interesting idea.
But
So,
maybe
definitely
okay.
send me
You
send
guys
me
should
an
be in
email.
touch then. Yeah.
Yeah, send me
Okay,
an
so
email.
that leads to this. What is the best way to contact you if somebody watches or listens and says, "I want to talk to this guy"?
Hmm.
How does somebody contact you?
Yeah.
Oh, people can contact me through LinkedIn or my email address. If you just mention there,
Yeah.
my email address, and they can contact me over the WhatsApp.
So tell me your email address again.
Yes, sure. My email address is arailexotra11@gmail.com. Let me spell it for you.
Yeah.
It's A as in Alpha, R as in Romeo, A as in Alpha, I as in Indigo, L as in Lima, X as in X-ray, A as in sorry, A as in Alpha, H as in Harry, O as in Orange, T as in Tango, R as in Romeo, A as in Alpha, 11@gmail.com.
We've
Okay.
talked. I've got you saved on my computer.
Well, what's
So,
interesting is there's got to be a driver or other out there that has talked to you.
yeah,
So,
and you could have been handling someone's account. Yeah, and that's how I had his
Arail
email.
X
Yeah,
Ahotra.
I have him. I already had him on my email, so
That is awesome.
that's funny.
I'm gonna type. Okay, so Arail, and I just want to. typing it twice. Yeah, Arail X Ahotra 11@gmail.com. Did I get that right?
Exactly. That's
Okay.
correct. That's correct.
All right, cool. And 925 is with us here too. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap it up. But Arail, this has been great. Sue and Arail, take it offline. See if there's something that you can do. And for Arail.
Yes, I have a question for Sue. Like
Sure.
Sue, as you are running your company,
Hmm.
you have your Murphy Auto Transportation. I
Hmm.
can help you. That's not like I just getting you. Can you just tell me like how much you are paying like to your employees? Like how much salary you're paying to your employees?
It's actually it's just me now, because I've somewhat retired. So my main thing is my brokerage still. So it's just basically me. So I
So
do
you are the
have
only one.
outside dispatchers that still work for me dispatching, but the
You
brokerage
know,
part is me.
so you are paying two type of payments. Like you are paying to the brokers, you are paying to the dispatchers. But what I can do for you, I'm the only one who can provide you the both services, the
Mhm.
dispatching and the brokering services as well.
Mhm. I
You
got
know,
you.
on the same price, I can just give you, if you just outsource me your company, like I will start with, let's suppose with 5 or 10 people, and you
Mhm.
can see the result, how your company is growing day by day, how you
Right.
can, get more revenue in your company, how you
Gotcha.
can, see, because I know a lot of lead providing companies,
Hmm.
a lot of dealers in my contact, and the best part is that you don't not need to pay a high amount of salary. You can just,
Right.
start with just 400 or $500, like people can do job there in this
Right.
Pakistan, a monthly salary just four to
Right.
$500.
I got you. Okay. All right, cool.
Arail, man, amazing. Great stuff.
Thank you very much for this, Jay, and thank you so much for your joining me, getting me to your show, because I'm from this industry from last 5 years, and I'm trying to deliver my pitch, my business idea to everyone in US, but this come to me after 5 years just because of ATI. Jay, you
Oh,
just did for me, because I'm in a growing situation, growing stage. I'm growing myself, my company. I'm just a teenager. I'm just growing myself with my business, and I'm looking for a big call center there, and managing companies services. I can provide any type of customer services. I can provide any type of sales, you know anything. We can do that. I have a team, really great team.
dream big, man. Live
Yeah.
big. That's awesome. I just sent you a LinkedIn connection. I'm gonna admit something. I'm cagey about. I guarantee this is a whole LinkedIn thing. This could be a research paper. I'm cagey
Exactly.
about connecting to international connections
Hmm.
because I've noticed when I do, I get a bunch of spammy connections.
Hmm.
But I've talked to you. I like what you're saying, and I just sent you a LinkedIn connection. Connect back with me. Keep me posted. I don't know what happens next. You know this too. This industry in U.S., domestic automotive industry, they're going to do whatever they can to hang on to covering $25 million nuts every year. And I don't know how this is going to go. We have 3,000 brokers right now in the U.S. And at least 100, maybe 2, maybe 300 have buildings full of people costing tons of money. It cannot continue this way. It just can't.
Yeah.
Like I have a people in Pakistan. He have a company. He has a partner in USA with, and his company name is I think US Car Shipping, and they are generating the revenue of $50,000 per month with only 25 to 30 people. Right. And they are doing everything in Pakistan, but they are generating the money in US.
Well, and now with AI, we didn't even talk about that, and I don't know where that goes next, but I do know this. I recently learned that there's a company, they're a semi-mega broker. They act like a mega broker, but a lot of their employees are just commission-based, but people think that they're salary-based.
Yep.
So even the employees that work there know that they're just one phone call away from not working there anymore. It is a crazy. If you're a broker, I'm gonna go camera on. If you work at a brokerage and you're making money hand over fist, I know that you're stuffing half of that in the mattress because it could end at any time.
Exactly. Jay, you can help us for this business very easily because you have a lot of contacts of dealerships. The big companies and
yeah, but I don't kiss enough ass. I don't. I know. That is the problem. I have a lot of contacts, but I don't kiss ass, and so it puts me in a weird position.
I can understand that you don't feel good for this, but like if somebody start the company in US, like there is nothing to do with him. Like everything will be managed myself. I will manage central dispatch, bats, team, office, everything. I will manage. The person will be totally free. He can do any other job and something else. He can save a lot of money.
Go up in Blue Origin and put fake videos on YouTube about it. Okay, that's a terrible joke. Arail, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much for your time, Jay and Sue. And I'm looking forward to working with Sue. And I will be in contact with Jay on LinkedIn.
All right, keep in touch, buddy. Right.
Thank you very much. And just email me with Sue. Sue, can I have your email?
I did. Yeah, I already sent you one.
Sue emailed you.
Yes.
You emailed me? Let me just check that.
Yeah, go ahead and check that.
Just give me a moment.
Yep. We're not live or anything. Take your time. Take your time.
I did not receive it yet.
No?
Check your spam, maybe. It might have gone in there.
Yeah, check your spam. And I'm gonna Sue, I'm gonna also did I message you his email address?
Yes. That's why I got to thinking. That's why it probably shows up on my
Let's see here. I don't think I did. I'm going to text his email address to you.
Oh, I've got it on here.
You do have it. Okay.
Yeah, when you did the show that we were all going to meet, it came up with his. I think that's
right. That makes
up on
sense.
My computer.
It was in the Zoom meeting invite. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, if you don't get anything,
I think I got it.
You got it. Okay, perfect. All right. You guys are connected. Arail, have a great day. Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll see you, man.
Thank you so much for your time.
All right, man. I'm going to let you go, and here we go. Let's see. How do I do that? If he's in the audio only, and there he is. He's in the waiting room. Okay, cool. So, that was actually, gosh, we're almost at our normal length of show. That was refreshingly interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it really was.
And he knows a lot.
He does. And it's like so in the back of my head I'm like, okay, it's not really fair for people in the States, you know what I'm saying? But in the same respect, it's still, it is what it is. So it's kind of hard to You know what I mean? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. Well, you know me. I know we're live and all, but who cares?
Yeah.
So, the thing is that, see, on the one hand, and this is why I had him on the show.
Yeah.
I thought maybe he would be just like, yeah, I kind of help, it's kind of whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to say I straight up do this.
No, but he knows the business.
Yeah.
Other than the internet connection stuff in the beginning.
Right.
Which is really, when I was dispatching back in the days of yore.
Right.
When Abraham Lincoln was president. There was a Russian dispatcher that I was training. And I felt like I was shouting through the phone to try to communicate with them. Because I couldn't figure out what kind of phone is he using. It sounded like he was in like a large plastic bubble that's like floating at sea.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay, can you say that again? It just sounded like super echoey. It was weird. I don't know if it was Magic Jack, Magic Crap.
Right.
I don't know what it was.
Magic Jack, yes, I remember Magic Jack.
So I wondered if we were going to experience some of that today. And once he got everything sorted out, I could hear him just fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He speaks well. The connection was fine. Yeah. You don't need video if you work with him.
No. No, you
what
no,
do you do with
don't.
Video? So he understands the dealer. Mm-hmm. They are price sensitive.
Right.
Why couldn't he work with a dealer group?
Why? Well, and that's just it. I think the thing that you have to wonder, and I would be worried about, like some of my customers, I don't know how to put this the right way, would not probably handle it as well. They're old school. They want to talk to me or talk to Janice, you know what I'm saying? So that would be a hard crossover for some of them.
You mean like the Arkansas English handcuffs?
Right. Right. And a lot of I get texts all day long just for those customers. Yeah.
The current administration isn't really improving this issue.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
I know America doesn't want to believe that it's racist, but
yeah, it is racist. But
I'm not even going to finish that sentence because I want to keep my YouTube channel. But I mean, so and having said that aside, I could see. Listen, if a dealer has a problem, which is going to happen,
right? Oh,
and they can't get him on the phone right away,
right?
To me, that's the biggest potential problem.
Right, absolutely.
But can you get, the big guys that are charging you out the nose for your account on the phone right away? No. So, and half of the mega brokers in the U.S. that, are shoveling money at trade shows, can you get them on the phone right away? No. So it becomes, how do you get to the right person at the dealership at the right time with the right sales pitch and get that deal? That's actually the biggest problem.
And here's the thing. I know I hear what he's saying, and I know that, basically, if you turn it into this way, it'd be like he'd be my office out of my office. You know what I mean? So I get what he's saying, but then I'm sitting here going, I know how busy I am. I know how busy Janice is. And if I handed over one person for two people, I don't know how that all gets done, because in my world, we're busy all day long. You know what I'm saying? So that's hard for me to, hand over to somebody and expect, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Well, I do. Listen, I do. And I changing companies is hard.
Oh yeah. I mean, all this is
worrying about time. Listen, even California time versus New York time.
Right. Absolutely.
There's a worry right there.
Yeah. Right.
So now we move over to Pakistani time.
Yeah, and what time is
what does that look like? Yeah.
Right, exactly.
And the Russian dispatcher I trained, yeah, he slept all day and worked all night.
Right.
Something like that. But it is minutia. It can be figured out. Yeah. And with technology, I don't know. But I don't have a dog in this fight. I just wanted to do a podcast. I just wanted to play podcaster for an hour and a half. All right, I think we covered anything. Do we have... Hey, by the way, has anybody come and fixed all your problems in the last hour?
No. And it's still the same situation it has been.
Oh, there's nothing.
I mean, I know he did say he was going to have someone call me, and I said I can't talk right now. But I don't know if anybody's called the office because I'm not at the so-called office. I'm in another.
Do you want to show that flickety screen again? Do that. That was fun.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, show your flickety screen.
Hang on.
That's what we're now calling it. Eric, fix flickety screen.
All right. So I'm going to go back over. Oh, well, that's going to take me there.
Now there's someone standing in the hallway again. You're not watching that show, are you?
Okay.
And?
Ready. And see, and that could have something to do with what we were having, or it could be something to do with anything. I don't know.
I think you need to refresh it.
You just want to see it glitching, don't you?
I do. Do it again.
Okay.
This is awesome.
I think it glitches 3 times.
Yeah, just keep doing it. Yeah, this is awesome. Woohoo! This is awesome.
Oh, wow, that one was really
crazy. I love
crazy.
this product.
That was like 6 of them right
Oh,
there.
my God. Somebody just threw a mug across the office.
I did a video yesterday that it was like almost 20 times on one page that it did this before it finally settled down so I could dispatch a car.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, you guys and your foolish, crazy opinions, you're just a bunch of rebels. All right. Well, we did it. I didn't plan on going an hour and a half. I don't know how we continue to do that. I don't know what there is to say. Shoot. And then in 2 weeks, May 1st, oh, golly, we're going to do pricing and API effects. So I talked to somebody who shall remain anonymous because it's hard to file a lawsuit against anonymous. Somebody anonymous pointed out that there has been allegedly so many pricing and technology changes that there are going to be some adverse effects out there, such as pages that don't work and go flickety flick. It's hard to know the full effect.
It won't even let me look up a company right now either.
Like, during a regime change, we'll just call it a regime change. During this regime change, there are going to be a lot of effects that are unpredictable. And if we keep focusing on making videos, podcasts, banner ads, and marketing material that talks about how rosy everything is, well, I guess the question is, does that suck any resources away from actually fixing the problem? If we spend so much time, money, and resources on marketing how great it is, are we taking resources away from actually fixing our stuff? I know, this is why you've been duct taped to the chair, Eric. I get it. And I'm sorry. It sucks. It sucks for all of us. We can't talk. The Berlin Wall's back up. Right? What did you do? Well, anyways, we're going to talk about that in 2 weeks. Maybe. Unless we get a letter before then. Anything is possible. This is the automotive industry where anything can happen. All right, Sue, I'm going to let you go. It's 1:29. Okay, so wait, did you just say there's no office?
Well, no, I moved our office to another location, but I haven't moved my whole Zoom setup. So I have to go back and forth. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Whenever we're doing Zoom.
Are you in a room alone?
Yes, I am right now.
Okay.
It'll eventually change.
That sounded like one
now.
of those weird conspiracy calls. Are you in a room alone? Well, I guess, hardly anybody even tunes in anymore. There is almost no audience. We have one person watching on LinkedIn and 2 people on YouTube.
Oh, well.
I think that's real. But I will say, but this show, let's talk about views for a second. Because we'll still reach 100 views on YouTube within, I don't know, a few days.
Right.
Maybe a week. Depends. And many podcasts. You know what's funny? So
What?
there's a lot of podcasts, they get like dozens of likes.
Yeah.
And their views blow. Because people just like it because that's the cool thing to do.
Right.
Nobody
That's what you're supposed
watches
to do.
it.
Right. They just like it.
We have the opposite. Nobody likes ATI.
But they
and
watch
we
it.
get all these views. It's the best. Oh my God. Oh, and it's just wild, man. The whole world's wild, but the automotive industry is super wild.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Any final thoughts? Anything to add before I let you go? You're gonna have to wait 2 weeks.
I don't know. I'll tell you what happens if I ever get back on to where we can dispatch some cars. So.
All right. So do me, since we know May 1st is API and pricing changes. Yes, it goes for you too.
Yeah.
Send me, even if you work there, send me the updates. You know, there was a time where everybody knew we were trying to help.
Right.
Isn't that why we do this show?
That's the whole reason.
Do we do this show just to make hay?
No.
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 Are you having any fun?
No. Not recently, no.
So we're trying to help. Help us help you.
Yeah.
Show me the money.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay.
What do we say? Alone room.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Sue.
See ya.
See you in 2 weeks.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye.